Now at 5:30 on WKYT this morning, federal aviation officials will be in Perry County in eastern Kentucky later this morning to investigate a plane crash that has killed at least one person. A letter sent by Kentucky's education commissioner is warning about low-achieving schools. He says the state could move in if they don't improve. And we have a look at how to prepare for your holiday travels on what could be a very busy weekend.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning, and it is so good to have you with us on WKYT as we get Friday off and rolling, sort of the get up and go portion here as we're ready to go into the weekend, which will of course end in Memorial Day. So a lot of folks have a 3-day weekend. I'm Bill Bryant. Rebecca Smith has the morning off. Meteorologist Micah Harris is here, and he's checking weather for us. Been a very cool overnight period here.
Yes, it has. I mean, we're in the 30s in some locations, valley areas, but most of us sitting in the 40s. Another thing to really keep in mind, the visibility issue. That's down toward the south and southeast. Have heard reports of some fog in some spots. Hal Rogers Parkway, portions of the Mountain Parkway. Just got to keep a heads up for that. Florence, look at that, northern Kentucky. We're sitting at 44 degrees, 44 now. In Frankfort, the roadways look good. We can even see off in the distance there in Richmond on I-75. So it's about the temperatures and a bit of a fog issue this morning, but it's very chilly. Coat may be needed, definitely a sweater, long sleeve shirt. By the afternoon, you can get rid of it. 72, awesome day in store. But it gets much warmer for the weekend, and that typically means some rain's on the way. Not this weekend, though. I'll show you a good forecast coming up.
On WKYT this morning, we're tracking the investigation into what caused a small plane to crash in Perry County. Police say at least one person has died in the crash. It happened just before 7 last evening off Lost Creek Road. Firefighters and police officers from multiple agencies are working together to make sure that fuel spilled from the plane does not catch fire. Several people living in the area say they watched the plane plummet to the ground.
It was a white plane with a black stripe down it. And I was just down there shooting ball, and Ace was shooting ball too. And it came through there and zigzagged, and it spun in circles and hit that bank.
Yes, I mean, it spread out over probably 30 yards, just seats and metal.
By the way, this is not far from the Wendell Ford Airport there in Hazard. State troopers tell us that both Federal Aviation Administration officials and the National Transportation Safety Board members will be at the site later today to investigate. The accused ringleader of a major bourbon heist is set to appear before a Franklin County judge today. Gilbert Kurtzinger is accused of stealing bourbon from Wild Turkey and dozens of bottles of Pappy Van Winkle bourbon. He is a former Buffalo Trace employee. 8 other people have also been indicted in the cases, which the Franklin County Sheriff is calling a well-organized crime ring. Some Fayette County schools could be facing state actions if they don't improve things. That comes after the Kentucky Education Commissioner sent out a letter urging the school district to help failing schools. WKYT's Mark Barber is live at Bryan Station High School this morning. Mark, I understand Bryan Station is one of the schools specifically pointed out in this letter. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. That's exactly right. The State Department of Education says that their review found several very troubling issues here at Bryan Station High School and throughout other schools in the district. According to their review, there is a dramatic difference between the scores of minorities, disabled students, and students from low-income families compared to other students. And what appears to be the most alarming case, in the English 2 end-of-course exam, the Education Commission says 28% of all high school students scored at the novice level, or the lowest performance level possible. We're told 51% of minorities and 86% of students who have limited English skills scored at that level, which is far below acceptable. The Education Commissioner says they are seeing that problem persist from elementary school through high school. The review also says that enough help has not been given to Bryan Station High School, which is consistently labeled as low achieving. According to our partners at the Herald Leader, the Fayette County Board Chairman says that the board will discuss finding more money to support low-performing schools next school year. The Education Commission is warning the district that if they cannot improve their low-achieving schools, they will face state action. The commissioner says if Fayette County is to be successful, they need a superintendent and a local board of education who focus on equity issues. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you, and obviously we'll be following up. Well, a Franklin County robber who has gotten himself an unusual nickname is still on the run this morning. This is a picture of the man who police are now calling the Sock Bandit. The detective tells us this man robbed a five-star gas station on Versailles Road last Friday. Investigators say he wore a sock over his hand to conceal his fingerprints. He then went to the register, paid for a Mountain Dew, and then grabbed money out of the open cash register. Investigators say his behavior during the crime was quite unusual.
Clearly this guy is on something. He was worried about his appearance in the beginning, but then in the end, clear shot, good video footage of his face.
Police say they're pretty sure that they have identified the robber thanks to tips from the community. All 6 Baltimore officers charged in connection to the death of Freddie Gray while in police custody have been indicted by a grand jury. On Thursday, the state attorney in Baltimore updated some of the charges against the officers. Marley Hall reports.
Baltimore's top prosecutor, Marilyn Mosby, announced new charges against the 6 city police officers linked to the death of Freddie Gray. After more than a week of sometimes violent protest, Mosby filed charges against the 6 officers ranging from second-degree murder to second-degree assault.
And as is often the case, during an ongoing investigation, charges can and should be revised based upon the evidence.
Thursday's indictment includes similar charges, but adds reckless endangerment and removes charges of false imprisonment. Baltimore's Fraternal Order of Police issued a statement saying, all citizens are innocent until proven guilty, including these 6 officers. They will be arraigned on July 2nd. Marley Hall, CBS News, New York.
Freddie Gray was arrested on April 12th and died in the hospital a week later from a severe spinal injury. Our time this morning is 5:37 on WKYT. Here in Kentucky, the Nicholas County Attorney and the Sheriff will be talking to families about a vandalism case later today. Family members of 3 people killed in a Nicholas County crash say a roadside memorial has been vandalized numerous times. Aaron Capps, Whitney Morris, and Kyla Hare all died last July. Their families have been putting up crosses in their honor at the scene of the crash, but those crosses keep disappearing. So the families put up a camera nearby and they caught a man removing the crosses from the ground. They tracked him down and confronted him, but they are not sure if he's responsible for each case of vandalism.
And whether he was the unlucky one who got caught or not, to me, I blame him for all of them.
Really, we kind of assumed that it may have been someone of a younger community, definitely not someone of his age.
He has called me since and apologized, and to the whole family. I just told him to show his face. If he really wanted to apologize to everybody.
The attorney and authorities do not expect any charges at this time. The family say the man told them one of his family members died near the crash scene, and seeing those crosses reminds him of that. A new study shows a Kentucky county has the highest rate of vision loss in the whole country. The CDC reports yesterday saying that Owsley County has a rate of vision loss of more than 18%. The study, based on data collected from 2009 to 2013, the report found that the South was home to 3/4 of the counties with the most vision loss. Health experts think higher rates of poverty and chronic disease in the region are to blame. For active and retired members of the military, there will be some special deals for you and your families over the weekend. In honor of armed forces, companies are offering discounts and freebies this coming Monday. Red Robin will give you a free appetizer with a $10 purchase, while JCPenney is giving a 20% discount with a military ID. You can also get into Kings Island for free. And at Lowe's and Home Depot, you can get 10% off of your purchases. With Memorial Day just a few days away, people will be hitting the roads to visit friends and family for the holiday weekend. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live near the interstate now with a look at what to expect for your holiday travels. Hillary, more people are expected to hit the roads this year, we understand.
Good morning, Bill. That is right. Travel experts are anticipating a very busy weekend out here on the roads, looking at possibly some of the biggest numbers in at least 10 years. And they say much of that is due to the fact that it is now cheaper to hit the road than it has been in past years. What is traditionally marked as the start of the summer travel season is here, and AAA projects more than 37 million Americans will travel at least 50 miles from home this holiday weekend. Now that is about 5% more than last year, making for what they anticipate will be the highest volume of travel for the holiday in a decade. They attribute some of that to the fact the average price of gas is $1 less than last year, and here in Kentucky it is on average $1.13 less than last year. Now, as usual with the holiday and increased traffic, police will be stepping up their patrols and conducting safety checkpoints, hoping that despite the high number of vehicles out and about, they can keep the number of crashes low. Law enforcement officials are encouraging those on the roads to drive smart and to not drink and drive, asking that if your holiday celebrations do include alcohol, that you make sure you do have a designated driver. Now, officers say also keeping in mind that you're going to be out here with thousands of others on the roads. They say to keep in mind those other so-called rules of the road, such as wearing seatbelts and driving the speed limit, which they say are proven to help save lives. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
All right, everybody be careful and try to relax and enjoy the weekend. Let's check live drive traffic, see what's going on this Friday morning. A lot of folks, of course, still have to head in for today. Here's a look at Nicholasville and Alumni, and it is fairly quiet there this morning. Typically, a lot of these resurfacing projects are suspended to allow for a smoother flow of traffic as we head into the weekend, as we have the holiday, but we'll see about that, and hopefully everybody does drive with caution. Nicholasville and Alumni looking good so far this morning. Officer Don will be along in just a few minutes and update us. And there's a lot more coming up on WKYT this morning. We'll update that weekend forecast for you as well.
And it looks good, too. We're starting off at 39 degrees in Danville, but look at the bottom of your screen. Warming trend. Here it comes, guys. Summer light pattern in store, except no real thunderstorm threat. It's good news for you. Have that coming up next.